Bushcrafters, preppers, and outdoor explorers love a good campfire. Today I'm going to show you how to make the easiest, cheapest, most portable fire starter you've ever used. To complete this project, you're going to need a heat source. You can do this in your kitchen, or you can have one of these little hot plates like this. I keep this one in my shop, cheap and easy. Got it on Amazon, I think for about $11. I never let anything go to waste. I even keep old burnout candles for projects just like this. You're going to want to accumulate as many of these as you can find. Though they can be a rarity these days, you're going to want to wrangle up one of these old-style cardboard egg cartons. If you have a wood shop, you ought to have plenty of this. I've just got some wood shavings here from my planer. You can also use a bunch of old sawdust that you've swept off the floor. You're going to need something to melt your wax in. I've got these old pots here that I can make a simple double boiler out of. Fits perfect, just like that. And here's my double boiler setup on the little hot plate. Pretty simple. As that heats up, I'm going to go ahead and prep my wax. I'm going to take all of these old little metal pieces out of the bottom, little pieces that hold the wick. All those got to go, and if there's any paper on the bottom of these candles, that needs to go as well. Let's get all these out of here. Next, I break the wax into chunks and go ahead and throw it in my pot. Prep your egg carton by cutting off the top and the front flap. Sprinkle your wood shavings or sawdust into the egg carton and press it down as firmly as you possibly can into each individual little compartment. Our wax is almost melted, but you got to be patient with it. You certainly don't want to burn the wax. And you're going to end up with some impurities in there, but don't worry about those. As I wait for the wax to finish melting, I just go ahead and make sure that each compartment in the egg carton is nice and compact and completely full of wood shavings. Finally, the wax is done melting. The trick to this part of the process is to work slowly. You're going to want to pour the hot wax into each individual compartment of the egg carton. You're going to want to do this slowly because you want it to soak completely through those wood shavings. And you also don't want to be splashing hot wax around, especially if you're working in the kitchen instead of working in your shop like I am here. If it gets out of hand like that, just slow down a little bit. And again, don't worry about those impurities. The wax will likely make the wood shavings sink to the bottom of the egg carton. In that case, go ahead and add some more wood shavings to the top while the wax is still sticky. Go ahead and compact it down like this using a spoon or your fingers if you want to, creating a second layer of wood shavings. Then it's just a matter of repeating the last step of the process. Very slowly, go ahead and pour more wax into each of the individual compartments. You'll likely end up with some leftover wax like I have here. If you do, just find a suitable container and go ahead and pour it in there for your next project. Allow the wax to completely set up, and that's it. Your project is done. The final step of this project is to use a knife or a pair of scissors to separate each individual compartment. And now you have 12 perfect little portable fire starters for your next adventure. If you enjoyed this video, or if you learned something here today, you know I'd appreciate that thumbs up like. Feel free to follow us on Instagram and see what we're up to throughout the week between videos, and maybe, just maybe, I'll see you on the next video. If you enjoy videos about the randomness of our amazing world, consider clicking on the globe to subscribe, or maybe checking out one of the other videos right here.